To all the fans of the Daveahue Jawn Podcast, welcome to another episode of our YouTube show, podcast, whatever the hell you want to call it. So, this is Rudolph, a.k.a. the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I'm Daveahue, a.k.a. D-Don, the boss. And Dave, a.k.a. Daveahue, is not here right now. And I'm moving my hands way too much, but that's okay. So, anyway, So you guys are probably wondering, wow, we haven't had an episode since October. Well, I mean, look, things happen. We had, Halloween. Then we had Thanksgiving, and that took like a while. Then we had Christmas, and then New Year's. And then there was Valentine's Day and a lot of other stuff. And then this virus happened, right, that we're currently, in the midst of. So a lot of stuff happened. Dave got busy. I mean, what are we going to do? But that's okay. Because you know what? Dave sends his best wishes. And, excuse me, we're going to do some more episodes. In fact, Dave and I were continuing, unfortunately, the merchandise order and stuff, and everything's been delayed, obviously, because of the pandemic. There's nothing we can do about that. But that's fine, though. But yeah, everything's delayed right now, but we will have merchandise coming soon. A lot of great stuff is in the works for the Daveahue Jawn Podcast in the future. So, firstly, the first part of this video, I just want to make it clear to our fans who keep liking our stuff, our old videos on Facebook, that we're still very much here. We're not going anywhere, and we will be back, fully once this is all over, and once Dave figures out how to video edit and do other things that he has promised to work on doing. Yeah, so Dave's great, I'm great, Rudolph is still great. Everything's fine. So that's the first thing I want to tell you. Second thing I wanted to tell you is, look, during this quarantine, or actually, I'm not even calling it quarantine because I don't know. I guess I'm too lazy to look this up in a dictionary or just to type it into Google to get the exact definition, although I basically know what it means. Look, if you're, excuse me, if you're looking for something to do, during this quarantine. Which again, all right, I fumbled that part. I got completely off track. My fault. So yeah, quarantine. See, this is why Dave needs to learn how to video edit. If he does, we're going to be able to edit stuff like that, put it together so it looks like it never happened. But that's okay, because we don't really need that right now. But anyway. So when I think of quarantine, I think of like just isolation, like, I don't know, maybe like a dog after, that's been, flown from one country to another. It has to spend like 3 days by itself or something like that. So that's what I think of quarantine, like complete isolation. I don't see how it's a quarantine when you can go to a grocery store and you can leave and whatever. So I just wouldn't call it quarantine. But at least maybe that's my opinion. That's what I think. There's probably another word for it that I don't really know off the top of my head right now. I'm improvising this. But yeah, that's what I think. So I'm getting sick of actually hearing the word quarantine. I think we should call it, I don't know, 80% isolationism or something, I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. Dave also, again, as I said, sends his wishes. We hope everyone's doing well during this. Main thing, though, I wanted to say, or the second part of the reason why I'm making this video is, look, if you guys are looking for stuff to do during this time, right, because there's a lot of time that you have. Obviously, a lot of people are out of work. A lot of people are off school, that kind of thing. If you're looking for something to do and maybe you're tired of watching Netflix or whatever, or you've watched The Tiger King in its entirety, which I haven't done yet, but it's a crazy show. I can't wait to see more of it. But if you're looking for something to do, watch the Daveahue Jawn Podcast. Look, if you're new, like, subscribe, and share. This video and the others. Go through our list. We made I guess 8 full episodes if you count our original few episodes that we made before we became the Daveahue Jawn Podcast in last July. So yeah, I mean, go back and watch his videos. There's some great commentary on a lot of great things that have happened, and a lot of surprise Dave segments, some great unboxings, that kind of thing. So fans, go ahead and watch it, rewatch it, and if you haven't watched it, watch it. All right. So anyway, that's what I wanted to say. Anyway, so last thing I want to do Okay, and one of the big reasons for making this video today is anyone who knows me knows that I love, video games, that kind of thing, and I've really boosted my collection in the last 3 or 4 years, especially. So one thing that I subscribe to every month, I get a retro game treasure box sent. I believe Dave and I guess, you know what, we never did that. I guess we never did that video. Yeah, fuck it. I guess we just never got around to that. Whatever. Or did we? I don't remember. Who cares? But, so, George Thornton-Bey, a great friend of mine, basically issued me a challenge. And he said he could come up with a better box than I've ever gotten before. So, what George is trying to do is trying to clear some things out he doesn't want, which is fine. So, George actually just dropped off this box. Okay? This box. Appears to be, a standard cardboard box. An Office Max box. Office Depot. That's right. Wait. Office Depot, Office Max, I guess they're the same thing now. Alright. So, anyway, what he's done is he said this will be the best box that I'll ever unbox as far as retro video games go. And he said he's filled it with everything I could possibly want out of an unboxing. So, you know what? We're going to see right now, George. We're going to see right now if this is, the best possible box that it could be. By the way, I did pay $40 for this, so hopefully it's better than anything, George. I mean, you said it, so we'll see. Alright, so the first thing we're taking out of this box. Alright, this appears to be some kind of a poster. It looks like a... Alright, that's cool. Looks like a... I thought it was Super Smash for a second. Alright, like Mario. Alright, I like that, George. Nice, very nice. Alright, so first thing's great. Oh, Pac-Man. That is beautiful too. That's nice. Alright, George, I'll give you that. Let's see what else we got here. George, really? I'm gonna pop all these. I just want to pop all these. How annoying is that? See what else we got here. Yeah, I don't need any of these, George. Alright, so that's one thing. Oh, maybe that was a part of this. Wait, what? Alright, so this is... I don't know, what is this? Is this a Switch game holder? I don't know. Yeah, that's what this is. I already have one of them. So, alright. So, let's say you're 2 for 3 so far. That's trash. Alright, let's see. What the hell? I guess this is a comic. I mean, I'll give you that. I don't really care about comics, but that's adorable. That's great. It's Bakuman, whatever, spin-off series from Bakuman. I don't know anything about anime or this kind of comics, but the otter's pretty cool and he's eating sushi. So, all right, that's cool. I'll accept that. George, come on. No. So that's 3 for 5. What is this supposed to be? Comment if you know what it is. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Yeah, George, come on. Okay, a Luigi little toy on Mario Kart 8 or whatever. That's okay. What are we now? 4 for 6 things I've unboxed. Alright, let's see. This is pretty cool. These are pretty cool. Alright, George. I'll give you that. Alright. 4 for 7. No, 5 for 7. I'm sorry. 5 for 7. I'm putting everything I like over here. Everything I don't like goes over there. Alright, great. So now we're getting into more of the games part. Okay. Alright, George. I've seen this before. These are like retro... like a retro Super Nintendo controller that you can control more like 3D games with too. All right, George, this is pretty badass. But does it come? Did you put in any kind of? Do I need the? cable with it or anything? I don't know. So, this is cool, but I don't know how this would, if it can be, is this just the charging port and can it just be paired with something? I have no clue. I'll have to ask George about that. Or if anyone wants to comment, go ahead and comment. Let me know. All right, so what did I say? What are we? Fuck it, 5 for 7. This, okay, like a little Mario thing. All right. This is badass. Okay. All right. So, and this is all great because, I mean, honestly, I have a studio right now here that we use for the Daveahue Jawn Podcast. But, eventually when I move in with my girlfriend, she's assured me that I can have, like, a really cool game room so the stuff can go in there. That's cool. All right. So, fuck it. Where are we? 5 for 7? I don't know. Whatever. I'm not doing this again. So, this is like the 5th take, but I hadn't opened the box yet. An Xbox One game, Sunset Overdrive. I don't know. I don't know anything about. I mean, let me decide on that like in a little bit. I don't know. Rise, Son of Rome. All right. Let's say we're 7 for 9. All right, I'll take. This is good. 7 for 9. This is cool. Let's see. Shadow of Mordor. I don't know anything about this really, but I guess we'll go. I don't know. See, I don't know, man. I don't really know if I'm really interested in this. Let's say 7 for 9 for now. I'll hold this off. Gears of War sticker. No. 7 for 10. No. What am I... George, what am I going to do with that? I don't... Gears of War sticker. All right, UFC. All right, that's pretty badass. I would have preferred the one with Conor McGregor on the cover, but because Conor McGregor's, like my favorite fighter. But Rudolph, you stop blinking. Yo, what is wrong? All right. So, all right, we'll go 8 for 11 on that. All right, we'll take that one. FIFA 16. Honestly, the soccer game I really want to get is the Mario Strikers for GameCube. I don't really care much for soccer, but it's a FIFA game. It's interesting. I don't have any FIFA games, any soccer games, football games. So, all right, we'll say that's... God, you guys are going to think I can't count. All right, we'll say that's 8 for 12. All right. That's pretty badass. A Wii U game, Hydro Warriors. I'm pretty sure I don't have this one, so yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. 9 for 13 then. Great. Yeah, beautiful. All right, George. Good, George. All the reviews on this game, WWE 2K19, apparently, from what I've seen from YouTubers, apparently this is a broken game and barely works. So, let's do this. Let's put this in the no column, which should make us... Damn it. How do I forget what I just said? Damn it. See, Dave, I can't edit this. I mean, I probably could, but Dave, come on. You need to step that up. Fuck. 9. Let's just say we're 10 for 15. I'll count this as a good one. This one I was undecided on. This is a bad one. All right. Cameo elements of power. All right, we'll count it as a good one. One of the last things in here is Sonic Mania Plus for the Switch, but it's just the well, it's not even a box. It's just like a sleeve, which is it's a beautiful sleeve. I won't deny that this is a beautiful sleeve, but I mean game was with it, it would be better. So I will count this as a win, though. That was a good one. So 11 for 16, NHL 15. I could give a fuck less about hockey, but all right. I'm gonna say 12 for 17. We'll end it 12 for 17. So that's it. That's all that's in the box. So let's look at the games one more time. Just to kind of show you guys the games themselves. All right. So WWE 2K19 again to recap. I've heard terrible things about this. I'll try it, and we'll see if all the YouTubers are right. But the consensus is that it sucks. So we'll see. I mean, if you want to play a good wrestling game like WWF, WrestleMania, and like No Mercy were the best ever for like the Nintendo 64. This looks kind of badass, Rise of Rome, whatever, because it's like, I don't know, kind of ancient. So, all right, well, that's interesting. Promotional display case. All right, that's interesting. The games in there. So, all right. So yeah, again, that's cool. FIFA. I mean, I think a lot of people like FIFA. Even a lot of Americans who don't really like football or soccer, as we call it. So, all right, that's cool. Sunset Overdrive. When I think about it, I have heard a lot of good stuff about this. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, this cameo game. I don't know. I don't really know. But okay. Shadow of Mordor. Know nothing about it, but it's probably pretty good. Hydra Warriors. I mean, anything Zelda. I mean, this is cool. It has, the instruction book. Anything Zelda, people seem to love. So, I actually, Zelda isn't something that I was ever into growing up. Like, during the Super Nintendo era, during any era. In fact, my first Zelda game ever that I bought, I mean, I played it, on the classic systems and stuff for a brief few minutes, but my favorite, my first ever Zelda game that I bought straight up was Breath of the Wild. So, and actually just recently bought Link's Awakening, and I got Breath of the Wild on the Wii U because I wanted it as part of my collection. So, I am not really familiar with the Zelda series in general. It's not something that I had ever really been a fan of, but I've got into it within the last year. So I have Wind Waker 2 HD on the Wii U too. So I don't know, that'll be interesting to check this out too. So that's good. UFC, I mean, goes without saying. We'll see what that's like. NHL again, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, do Americans like hockey? I don't know. I'm sure. If you like hockey, sorry if I offended you. But yeah, still buy our merchandise, please, when it comes out. All right, and some of the other stuff though, like I said, this is cool, but I don't know. I mean, it would be, I don't know. But I do actually. This is a great game. I have it. I actually have it on the Switch. I don't have it physically, but I have a digital download of it. So I guess this can kind of count as my box for it. I don't know. But yeah, George, this is trash, and this is trash. Okay. All right, but I'll try it. Maybe it's not. I have no idea. But this is what this is what everything I've watched says it is. So, all right. Final impressions on the box, and this is pretty cool. But George, you're gonna have to tell me, or someone's gonna have to tell me. Does it? How does it? Does it just? There's no other cable with it, so obviously this is just a simple charger that looks like maybe even USB-C that easily I have, but I'd have to see what system would this work with specifically? I don't know. What would be the limitations? Whatever. So yeah, I don't know. So all right, final impressions on the box. Overall, and Rudolph, what did you think, by the way, before I go on? Okay, yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I get that. So Rudolph was basically saying it was okay, but it could have been a little better. Let me disagree slightly with Rudolph. I think if I were to give it a letter grade, I would say the box is anywhere between a C+ and a B-. I mean, George, it wasn't bad. And there was a lot of Nintendo memorabilia. But clearly, I mean, some of these games are just kind of throwaway games or stuff that I'm not particularly interested in. But maybe I'll get more interested in it. I mean, maybe I got to try it out and see how it goes. You know what I mean? But obviously, the biggest hits, of course, are going to be Zelda, and the Rise Son of Rome game and stuff like that. But I'm sure someone out there and fine, if you want to comment on it, fine, but there's probably someone out here who's like a fanboy of NHL 15 and is going to criticize it. Whatever, fine, do it. Actually, I'd appreciate that. I'd love to hear from all of our fans and the very few amount of people who are our detractors. So, overall, I think the box is a C+, maybe a B-. Not bad at all. Was it worth it? Yes. But what I have to say, was it better than the other boxes I got, George, which was the challenge? I don't know. That depends, man. I don't know. I mean, I've gotten some gems from the Retro Treasure box that I occasionally get. So I don't know. I mean, there's some badass things here. So I would say maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of undecided on that. Maybe I'll really make a firm decision by the next time Dave and I do a video. But anyway, let me conclude by this, guys. Actually, no, I'll give you an answer. Was it better? Yes, but only because of quantity of stuff and the cool decorations and stuff. It wasn't better as far as the quality of the games themselves. Bam, perfect answer. So let me conclude by saying this, guys. Look, thank you for watching this video. Again, Rudolph, come on, blink. Dave sends his best. And again, we will be back doing this in full force. We're going to have merchandise. 2020 is not going to be a wash. This is going to be a great year, including for the Daveahue Jawn Podcast. I know some odd things have been happening in the world, right? But I mean, maybe even more odd than, a 32-year-old sitting here with Rudolph. With his nose blinking. I'm sorry. So, I mean, yeah, it has been an odd year so far. But guys, the Daveahue let me edit that. No, I'm not going to edit. I'm kidding. Dave, you're going to have to edit this someday. The Daveahue Jawn Podcast, okay, is here for you. And that's maybe the cool thing about our podcast. We are unedited. So, every little mistake we make, you can see, but it shows that we have heart, and it shows that we are, here for you. Okay, when I messed up earlier saying Daveahue Jawn, you knew I did it out of love for our podcast. Okay, so anyway, like, subscribe, share, help make Dan and Dave millionaires. Okay, remember that's our slogan. Remember that, and definitely check out our videos, guys. Check out our old videos. If you're looking for something to do, seriously, and you're interested in sports or video games, or we've got it all on the Daveahue Jawn Podcast. So go ahead and, like, subscribe, share, watch our old videos. All right, guys, I'm going to end this now, and upload it to YouTube so you can all watch it. But, again, I'd love some engagement, guys. So comment, on what you thought of this. And again, I kind of haphazardly put this together, but whatever. So comment on what you thought about this, and tell me, was the box worth the $40? You tell me. You be the judge of this box. Am I wrong? Is it a C-, B+, or is it better? Or is it worse? You let us know. Anyway, guys, again, the Daveahue Jawn Podcast wishes you, your friends, and your family well, and we'll see you on our next episode.